So I'm in beautiful Wales at the moment with the Freewell Macro wide angle and anamorphic set for the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. This pack also comes with ND8, 32 and 128. Now DJI have previously released a wide angle lens which is pretty good. It's a little bit distorted around the edges, which will probably be the case with the wide angle on this as well. However, I'm hoping that this will have a little bit of an upgrade because you can apply the ND filter on top of your wide angle as well, and the same with the anamorphic. And it's come with a macro lens, which I'm curious to see is like. Now, I'm skeptical about the macro lens because it's 2.8 fixed aperture on this DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So I think that is going to be really hard to focus anything. And a lot of it is going to be too blurred out. But if it does work all right for certain shots, this could be pretty amazing. Now, something I'm really passionate about is going out with minimal equipment. So I love to go out with just my Pocket 3, just my drone. I did this when I went off to Bristol. And I love that freedom feeling. The danger with this is all your shots are wide angle shots. Okay, so it can start to look a little bit repetitive. So if this macro lens is half decent, then I would love to just throw in a little macro shot now and again, just on your travels, just to give the viewer the flavour of the overall picture. Full disclosure, Freewell have sent me this pack, but in the past I have bought Freewell products with my own money. The macro lens is a struggle to use, it's tough, but I have found a little hack. You can get some good shots with this. First thing you want to do is shoot in 4K 120 and use your phone as a monitor so you can see what's going on. And then what I'm doing here is I'm just using my shoe just to subtly push in. So this is with no mod attached. Just keep an eye on the posts there at the side and we'll add on the wide angle lens. So this is actually with the macro lens on first and then the wide angle lens attached. You have to have them on for the wide angle to work. So if you notice there, you've got a wider field of view, but there is some distortion. Okay, so in this sort of scenario, it's not going to look brilliant. In a second, I'll give you a demonstration of a vlog where I think in some situations there, you're not going to notice it so much. Okay, now we'll switch over to the anamorphic. Well, the field of view and the distortion isn't as noticeable there. There is obviously a little bit there, but what this is doing is it's squeezing the footage in and then you de-squeeze it in post, and that's where you get the black bars. And it's actually a minimal anamorphic look in this setup. It's 1.1x, but apparently Freewell, they tried to do it with the Pocket 3 and they noticed the quality was diminishing. So they said to themselves, right, we'd rather have 1.1x and better quality than wider, diminished. Dave's drone's getting chased by birds. This is why you stick to the fake drone shots. If you're bringing your drone to Conway, be careful. So we'll do a little test run here. We'll do the anamorphic first, the wide angle, and then switch to normal lens just so you can compare them. Let's do a tracking shot there, and then do ninja walk. Actually looks pretty cool. Right, so we switched over to the wide angle lens. Okay, the final shot we'll do just with the normal lens and still the ND8 on. I just took some shots up there with the anamorphic and it looked really good. And you'll be pleased to know that the tracking and everything still works with your Pocket 3. So I was doing 4K 60, tracking the castle, doing some fake drone shots. What's been really nice is actually having the ND filters attached to the anamorphic lens and it fits straight in here. And I'm finding I'm getting less fingerprints than I would with just using normal ND filters. Quick note as well is these ND filters will attach to your Pocket 3 on top, so you don't have to have the anamorphic on. So if you haven't bought ND filters already, then this obviously represents pretty good value for money. The macro lens, this one's a bit wild, and You've got to remember this is fixed aperture of 2.8, so it's very optimistic to get consistent macro shots with this. You're going to have to be so precise with your focusing, and you're also going to have a topic, maybe like a little bug, right in the center of your frame. It might look all right, and I think when you're just shooting a vlog and you have a shot for a couple of seconds, just to throw in something different, the viewer probably think that looks pretty cool, but I wouldn't want to create a whole video with this or shoot anything professional. So I've had good fun with this set today. The Anamorphic would be my favourite, 100%. And I'm still waiting now for this blue hour time where I can get those lovely light streaks from the cars going past. This is what I'm most excited about. Now this is very subjective because not everyone likes that. And I think you can overdo it. I wouldn't want to use these light streaks all the time. And you want to get as level as possible to the subject matter, because if the light source is above you, then it's going to be curved. So let's just have a quick look now. Little vlog section just to demo the wide angle lens. So this is normal, no lens attached, and then we'll add on the wide angle lens. I think that looks pretty good, doesn't it? So obviously in this scenario, the viewer is not going to worry so much about distortion in the corners because they're going to be drawn to the vlogger's eyes. So I think in this scenario is probably the best use case for the wide angle lens. And I think it looks pretty good. By the way, if you're interested in how I'm doing the lighting, then look at my previous video and I'll give you a demonstration of that.